And now it is time for Magic Moments, the part of the video where I give you tips so you can look better than Becky in accounting. We're just going to jump right into it because I have so much to cover. If you've been doing a ton of arm exercises, but you're just not seeing any changes in your arms, those bingo wings are not doing what you want them to do, they're still out there just dulling your shine, I got you. I have so much information to share with you. Don't give up. Don't quit. You're not doing anything wrong unless you're doing some of the things I'm about to talk about. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of these mistakes, some of these tips that you may not know, these magic moment nuggets that are going to step up your game to the next level. Number one mistake. You're doing too many arm exercises. Let me explain. I know, you just did arm exercises and now I'm telling you, girl, you're doing too many of those. Let me explain what I'm saying. If all you're doing is arm exercises because you want to turn up your arms, you're not going to see changes. Why? This is particularly true if you're struggling with your arms being a bit softer than you want them to be, if they're sagging a little bit, if there's a bit of bra fat in the sides when you wear your sports bras and other types of underwear. All those things are not going to go away just from doing arm exercises specifically. You can do all the tricep extensions in the world. You can do all the bicep curls, all the Arnold presses, all the snow angels. If that's all you're doing, it's not going to get you to your goal. Even if you add weights, it's not going to get you to your goal. Getting those toned, strong, healthy arms is a combination of burning off, you know it, the excess fat in addition to working your muscles. It's both. And you don't get both just from doing isolated arm exercises. What does this mean? It means you have to move your whole body. Move it, all of it, twerk it, shake it, twist it. Do what you gotta do, but don't train only your arms trying to tone just your arms. You have to do more. So if you did just this 5-minute workout and you're not going to do anything else today, let me encourage you in a very loving way to find more videos on my channel or sign up for my app or on my website and find more exercises you can do that are going to move your whole body. So you're working your whole body and your arms. This is just how the human body works, okay? Okay. Number 2, you are avoiding weights or you're using weights, but you're using weights that are not challenging you. I know. Revolutionary. This is brand new news. A lot of times we ladies get marketed to with these tiny little dumbbells, which if that is the level you are at, there is no shame in your game. Little dumbbells matter. What I am saying is that if you can lift slightly heavier dumbbells in your arm workouts, incorporate them. Don't be afraid to add them in. As always, I've said this ad nauseum. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you can probably say this with me. You always start your training with body weight, and when you advance enough, when you have good form, when you understand the movements, then you can add weight. And once you add weight, don't be afraid to increase your weight over time. And I mean increase the weight of the dumbbell, not your body weight. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about. Don't be afraid of the weights. Now, I'm not one of those trainers that's going to tell you you can never get bulky from weights, because it's not true, okay? Anywhere on the internet, people say, oh no, as a woman, you're going to have to work really hard for you to get muscular. Not true. It depends on how you're built. The way my body is built, it doesn't really take a whole lot for my arms to start getting a bit too bulky. So I do have to watch that. So I'm not going to play you. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, oh, it's not possible. It is possible. Just pay attention to your body. But at the same time, don't be afraid. I just made you terrified of weights with what I just said. And at the same time, I'm telling you, don't be afraid. I guess that's what we personal trainers do. We just freak you guys out. It's what we do for a living. Number 3. I hope that's number 3. I lost count of my count. But the next thing I'm going to tell you is that you may be training the same muscle back to back. You may be training your arms too frequently. You may be trying to do arm exercises every day. This is something that's very easy to fall into if you have a vacation coming up, a special event coming up, and you're like, oh my God, arms not looking right. Becky's going to be there. Let's go. And you're training arms every single day. This is not healthy most of the time. You want to give your arms time to what? That's right. Time to recover. I heard you say that, and that was really good. So just give yourself some time. Don't let that muscle just constantly be fatigued. Give yourself some time. If you're doing my programs, if you're doing my workouts, I program this into your schedule for you. If you're doing any of my workout programs, I take this into account for you. So it's not something you have to think about if you're doing my app or my website. But if you're piecing together my YouTube workouts, don't train arms every day. Do other stuff. Train booty. Booty is always good to train too. Another reason you may not be seeing the results that you deserve from your arm workouts and just from trying to reach your goals in general is that your form is not correct. It's not correct. For most arm exercises, if you notice yourself hunching your back or arching your back, if you notice yourself with your stomach being too relaxed during the exercise, if you notice that your toes are pointing toward the ceiling instead of holding your body firm to the ground, these are all things that typically don't go well with most arm exercises. This is why during my workouts, I give you so many cues, so many tips. Do this, do that, suck this in, pull that hair, do this, do that, just to help you get your posture down and get your form down. Because my goodness, if you see some people tossing their arms and their weights around, you would think that they were doing some karate movements, but they're not. They're just trying to train their arms and they don't know better because nobody has told them. So I don't want you to be that person. I don't want people to talk about you. Okay, I want you to get your form. So my point here is listen to the cues during the workout. I know you do already. You guys are really good about that, actually, listening to the cues that I'm giving you as you're doing your workout so that you can get massive results without hurting yourself, because there's always that risk of injury, especially when you start adding in weights and barbells and dumbbells and things like that. So pay attention to that. Posture and form is key. I've totally lost track of the numbering at this point, but something else that you need to keep in mind is the variations you're doing. You will notice that with a lot of my workouts, I have variations of variations. Do you know how many different types of squats we do at Koboko Fitness? Every squat under the sun is included because, and I know squats don't work the arms. That's just my favorite example to use. But the thing is, variations are very important, not only to avoid getting bored, but also so you can work different angles of the same muscle. If you do exactly the same exercise in exactly the same way all the time, it's better than not doing anything. And it's better than just chilling and eating Snickers every day. But if you really want to challenge yourself, take things to the next level, it's generally a good idea to try to incorporate some variations just so you can hit your muscles from different angles. And again, so you can avoid getting bored, because sometimes you don't even see it coming. You think you're being consistent, you're doing everything great, and then boom, boredom just like slaps you in the face and you fall down on your bed and you don't want to get up. You're like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. So that's why variations are important. The whole thing of working muscles from different angles is also helpful, but you know what? I'm just proud of you if you're doing anything, okay? I'm not going to hold that one over your head. And the last, maybe not the last, but something else I'm going to mention too is you may be doing exercises that are just too advanced for you. There's something to be said for powering through a difficult workout. That's a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. But there's also a time and place to say, you know what, girl, this one is not for me. So push-ups is a very typical example. A lot of people are not able to do a full push-up, but I've been seeing comments from you guys saying that you have pushed yourselves and you are now able to do push-ups with me in my workouts. And that just makes my day. That makes me so happy. So if you are somebody that used to not be able to do push-ups, so now you can do them, leave a comment. I just want to see you say, I can do it now, Kola. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. It's going to be a bright and sunshiny day. Excuse me. Sorry. I had a moment there. But so with push-ups, a lot of people can't do push-ups. It's just too hard. Besides, what activity in life requires that push-up movement? You generally don't. Well, maybe you do, but moving on. My point is push-ups are difficult, okay? And if you're unable to do a full proper push-up, do it on your knees. And if you're unable to do it on your knees, stand up and do a wall push. Don't do exercises that are so hard that you literally cannot do them and then you end up hurting yourself. It's so much better to do something that you can do and do it well, and then progress in your strength and watch yourself grow. Shout out to Trisha. Just shout out to Trisha. She is the perfect example of a person that understood where she was and just kept working and working and working till now. She's doing some amazing stuff. If you're in the Facebook group, you've seen her posts, you've seen her progress. So shout out to you. Perfect example of making progress over time. So to summarize this particular point, don't kill yourself trying to do something that's way too advanced. Find a level, a variation that fits your level, master it, and then make progress towards those harder things. I keep using squats because it's my favorite example, but some of you are out here trying to do jump squats when you can't even squat just a normal regular squat with good form. Why? My mama bear just jumped out. Last point is regarding diet. You already know, no discussion about fitness, health, any of that stuff is complete without talking about your diet. A lot of trainers will tell you it is 80% diet, 20% exercise. Some people will tell you you don't even need to exercise, it's all diet. I'm here to tell you, always have, always will, forever tell you, it is 100% diet, 100% exercise. This is like saying it's 80% this, 20% that. Is like saying, do you need air or water to survive? You need both. You need both, okay? So you need both. Give your 100% effort to your diet. Give your 100% effort to your exercise. And don't kill yourself. Do your best. Leave the rest. But I have to call your attention to your diet. If you're killing it with your workouts, but you're not seeing any improvements, you're not feeling any better, your numbers aren't changing, you may need to reevaluate what's happening in the kitchen. And this one is tricky because a lot of us work so hard to eat clean and you think you're doing good, but there's like little minions in your kitchen cabinets that's just sabotaging everything. It could be something little like putting too much olive oil on your food and not realizing how calorie dense olive oil is. It could be something like that. So pay attention to that. Also keep in mind that with arms, your body fat percentage is very, very important to pay attention to. You don't have to know the number. It could just be off of photos you take of yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, going by your intuition, going by your feeling. It could be anything. Just be aware that your body fat percentage is something that's good to have your pulse on. And I have a video on my channel talking about how to measure your body fat percentage, and I actually measured mine in that video, so go watch that. If you're working out but your diet isn't dialed in, you will get stronger, you will be fitter, but you will not get the aesthetic result that you may be looking for. So keep your eye on that. Make sure you're getting enough protein in your diet. This is what helps your body to repair your muscles. It's what helps you to be leaner. It's what helps your body synthesize your DNA properly. It's critical, you guys. It's not as delicious as carbs or as carbs and fat mixed together because, my goodness, is there anything better than French fries? So, you know, it's a sacrifice, but it's worth it. So make sure you're getting your protein in. Make sure you're getting those vegetables in. Make sure you're getting your healthy fats. You know, avocado is really popular on the gram these days. Get your avocado in. Don't eat fries too much, even though I just said they're delicious, because they are, and I'm here to say the truth and nothing but the truth. And of course, watch the sugar. Cakes, cookies, cupcakes, all those happiness inducing foods. It's just, yeah, sacrifice is the name of the game. That's all I have for you for today's magic moment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Totally free for you, and it means the world to me. Check out my website, download my app, be a good person, show me some love. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next workout video.